Hi, I'm Rob. I'm ready to start, and this is episode 10 of Monthly Vintage. I've been doing this for a little bit, so thank you if you have been watching, if this is the first episode you're watching. Today's item is something else that I got from my dad. It's this sweater behind me. This is a quarter zip. It's got some really cool details to it. There's a lot of different stripes. The collar and the elbows are a little bit puffy. Now this sweater doesn't say what it's made out of, but I would guess that it's either a wool and synthetic blend or it's completely synthetic. My dad got this in 1985 in Germany, and the brand that makes it is Profile. I'm not familiar with the brand, but I did a little bit of Googling and I found that they just make a bunch of ski sweaters, and it looks like they were around in the 80s and they're not around anymore. This fits me pretty slim and I do wear it to ski. It's a nice warm base layer. I also like to wear hoodies when I ski. I first started wearing this in maybe like 2010, 2011. I've been wearing it for a while and I really liked it because I was obsessed with the white stripes. Aside from the stripe across the chest, it's got a red stripe down the sleeves as well, and it's got a thick black cuff. Now, I was rewatching some of the old videos and some of the explanations get a little long-winded, so I'm gonna go right into the outfits that I style with this sweater now. One way that I style this is I'm throwing on a pair of gray pants to go with this and just a pair of Chuck Taylors. The jacket that I'm throwing over the sweater is from Eastlog. It's a Korean brand, but this style is actually a Swedish motorcycle jacket style that they turned into a puffer. I wear this all winter long. It's my go-to warm jacket. I actually might make a video about it at some point. This is a good winter look, practical look, probably close to how I wear it most of the time. But for the second look, I'm gonna step outside of the box a little bit. Obviously wearing the sweater and these pants that are today's thrift item actually, and some slim black Chelsea boots. I really like the idea of this outfit, but honestly I haven't tried it on yet, so we'll see how it looks in the footage that you're seeing now. And the reason I haven't tried it on yet is the pants are actually at my parents' house. I'm picking them up later. I don't have them as of I'm recording this video, but I will talk a little bit about them, and I'll put some B-roll footage in. These are a pair of wool pants I got in either Washington or Oregon in just a thrift store, and the people selling them only wanted $5 for them, so I was like, that's a steal. They're kind of like jogger style, but they, instead of like a rib cuff at the bottom, they have these little buttons that are little gold buttons. These pants also have a drawstring waistband that adds a little detail to it, but my favorite detail of this piece is these pocket accents. It's got a really cool pattern. You might remember this pair of pants from the Star Wars fashion video, Sith Lord of Style or whatever I called it. These are a heavy wool, so I could only wear these in the winter. I don't think there's any branding on these. If there is, I'll put an image of it here. But that's today's thrift item. I hope you liked that and how it pairs with the sweater. Now, if you're a subscriber, you know that not only does the vintage item come along with a thrift item, it also comes along with something else cool that's not clothing related that I'm going to show you now. Today's cool thing is a decorative item. It's from a family member of mine. My Uncle Mike created this lighthouse out of wood. He made a lot of these back in the day, and he likes to make things, whatever materials he can get his hands on, and he wouldn't call himself an artist, but I definitely would. And this has been in my apartment and in my room and for a long, maybe like 15 years. Yeah, just thought I'd show Uncle Mike a little bit of love. That's it for this episode of Monthly Vintage. I just realized that this basketball is supposed to be up here. The ball was out of place because I played basketball this morning, and if you think my hair looks like a mess, that's why. But thank you for watching. I can't believe it's October already, and I only have 2 episodes left of this series. If you like this series, I'll still be making fashion content and talking about vintage things. I appreciate your continued support. I appreciate you tuning in. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Like, subscribe, share the video, all that YouTube stuff, and stay tuned for the next video, and then the two monthly vintage videos that I've left.